Hello and welcome to episode 66 of From Impossible to Inevitable. I am your host, Megan Bauer. Thank you so much for joining me today and pushing play on today's podcast. Today we are going to start with a quote. We're going to take the energy down a little bit and start with this very insightful quote. It is by Robert Brault, and he said, "Enjoy the little things, for one day you may look back and realize they were the big things." Now, we all have moments where we look back through photos or even just in our memories, and we think about little moments of our lives and realize how much those little moments mean now. And I tend to get caught up in tasks. I want things done. I want it done quickly and efficiently. Let's just get through it. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. And when one of my daughters doesn't want to go to bed and instead she just wants to, "Mom, can we just snuggle for a minute?" I can't say no to that. Of course we can snuggle for a minute because this is actually what matters. This is actually the richness of life, is taking those few moments where, sure, I want them just to get in bed, go to sleep, get your rest so that we can start again tomorrow. But those moments where I get to hold my daughters, those are going to be fleeting. Those are going to be the days that will disappear. The house is always going to need tending, and it's always going to have a task associated with it, no matter what. There's always something. And there always will be something. But my daughters won't always want to stay up a little later to snuggle. Those are the moments. Those are the richness. That's it. And you can find these moments no matter what you're doing. Oftentimes in the morning when I have the time, when I make myself take the time, I love to lay there and just enjoy the feeling of being warm, enjoy the feeling of the sheets on my toes for whatever, our sheets are so soft. So like the feeling of the sheets on my toes, I'll just wiggle my toes and just enjoy that moment. And while I might not ever look back and think about those moments where I just savored being in bed, I am fully present in those moments. And being present just like that and starting my day that way helps me be present more throughout my day. I took the girls to the aquarium recently with a friend, and I loved just looking at the moment, looking at our kids enjoying the fish and enjoying each other and enjoying the experience, and just allowing myself to be where I was standing and enjoy that everything right in that moment was just beautiful. And sometimes we just get through it. Sometimes we're just, trying to, okay, don't bang on the glass, don't whatever, and of course I'm guiding my girls and I'm making sure they're behaving appropriately, but what if we can just step back and enjoy the moment without trying to manage everything? That's me. I try to manage everything. I want everything done. I want it done quickly. I want it done efficiently. And it doesn't always need to be like that. And probably it needs to be like that less than I think. And no matter what we're doing, if we are cleaning the house, we can be in that moment of, I am so grateful of how clean the house is right now. I'm grateful for this house. I'm grateful that I have this house to clean. and really allow yourself to feel into those little moments. The big moments are awesome. The big moments are super fun. But what makes up those big moments are all these little things. And that's what matters. Recently, my oldest had a like World Fair presentation at school, and she was doing Morocco. So the night before, we didn't go like super all out with Moroccan food, but we had couscous and chicken, and we made a traditional Moroccan dessert, and we made a little experience of it. Now, ordinarily, my impulse is I don't want to go through all of this work for this one thing. Like I don't really want to bother with it. But I took a step back and I was like, this is one of those small moments that I can create very easily and have it be an experience for the girls. And they loved it. They loved trying that Moroccan food and they loved the couscous. And now we have a new thing that we like here. I mean, I've always loved couscous, but now the girls do. And it's actually enriched our lives. That little decision to just, okay, let's just do it, has enriched our lives. And that's a little thing that has mattered. Our days are filled with these little things. They're rich with them. That's what everything is made up of. And these are the little things that matter. Are you stopping long enough to soak in those little things? Are you stopping long enough to really appreciate that moment that will be so fleeting and will turn into a memory so quickly? Are you? I know sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. And that's okay. That's life. But if we can lean into enjoying those little things just a little bit more, you will feel so much richer in the moment. And you will know as you've gone forward that you really took your time to enjoy that. When I look at pictures of my oldest as a baby and a toddler, I know I didn't enjoy her as much as I could have because I was in this postpartum depression fog and it was awful and I felt awful and I hated everything and I missed it. And yeah, it wasn't, I had all of these hormonal problems that got in the way, but I missed a lot of her richness because of that. And so then when we had our second daughter, I tried so much harder to enjoy her being little. And now as she's growing, I try so much harder to enjoy her littleness. And I try so much harder to enjoy my oldest where she's at and encourage her how I can and enjoy it. So here's the quote one more time. Enjoy the little things, for one day you may look back and realize they were the big things. If you're not sure what little things would turn into big things, scroll through your camera roll and just notice what pulls at your heart. Was it everyday moments? Was it, I don't know, a moment of solitude, a beautiful sunrise or a beautiful sunset? What pulls at your heart? Those are the little things that will turn into big things later. So enjoy them now because you can. That's a choice. Okay, take a deep breath for this very emotional episode. I will be back next week with something more upbeat. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you. I send you my love. Bye for now.